Testing 1 2 3, guys. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Vencabot Bruise Day Tuesday action. My name is David. Wow, we had a really bizarre technical problem there that I've never had before. Shout out to being a streamer, guys. There's always new and exciting ways you can fuck up the stream. Let's see if I can reinvite Cycle Stev here. Not sure why he dipped. Maybe he doesn't feel like playing after all. Looks like he's offline now. Yes, no. Yes, he's totally offline. Let's invite CreakyAxe. Not sure why he's not on my friends list. You have to add me, dude. CreakyAxe 386. So I'm saying, dude, it's all too much to take in, dude. Is the lobby broken? Is Mac still here? There he is. Yeah, I had, basically, you guys didn't watch the last, YouTube video, or in this case, you guys haven't joined us here on Twitch for a minute. Basically, I accidentally shut down my PC in the middle of the stream, which caused some bizarre issues. I don't know, do you see who's running the sets, dude? Yeah, we're back, guys. So Mac also plays Hugo. He's an Alex Hugo main. Reads. Uh-oh. No EX that time. It's not a punish, though. Oh, shit! How did that whiff? How did his... Oh. I feel like I'm missing a lot of his parries. You need to think of another song from the album. Get that. I want. What should we think of, you? What's a good song from that album? Crawling, or Crawling overrated, guys? Oh shit! That's a punish. I wanted to bait my super there. He does say 1. Ouch. Uh-oh. Got lucky there. Uh-oh, it's not gonna end well. Oh, he went for the red parry there, I think. Let's see here. That song I'm listening to right now, Points of Authority. Wow. This is Icy All. The whole album is sick for me. It's one of those rare albums I can listen to from beginning to end in order. Yeah, I love it. Oh no, that's weird. Okay, so I'm gonna make a new lobby, invite all these guys. Crawling's a bad song, says Mac, huh? Crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal. I'm down with that. You guys hear the remix off of Reanimated? That's a kick-ass remix. There's something inside me that pulls beneath the surface. Consuming, confusing. This lack of self-control I fear is never ending. It's haunting, how I can't seem to find myself again. The walls are closing in. I've felt this way before, so insecure. The Reanimation album had some joints. It really did, dude. How about, didn't that also have, like, My December on it? It also had, what's that one? I always sing it in the shower. It was so dope, but Bootcamp Hybrid Theory. Anybody listen to the tribute cover that Aaron Lewis did? I don't even know who Aaron Lewis is. Uh-oh. Oh, EX. Ow! Working online is tough.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Oh, Ow! He even delayed it. Oh, EX? Too early, I guess. Ow! I think you want a car grab. Grabby, grabby, boy.
You win.
CreakyAxe. Alex, Alex, and Alex. Maybe I should play Rue. I feel like playing Alex. So now me and him can connect at least. Who wants to get in this lobby, guys? We lost Cycle Step. I saw Justin's on. I got invited Justin, didn't I? Or didn't I?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Prepare to strike. Now.
Oh, wow. I think the priority system won there. I've never seen that before. Ow. That has a surprisingly big range against standing characters, like standing buttons. Oh, fuck! Oh, shit. Oh, no! He saw the tick. It's a private lobby, Mayday, but you're welcome to join.
Go.
Surprised I had charge there. That jump in the corner is crazy.
Final round. Go for it.
Good blocks. Whew. Crimzon's in the lobby, huh? Let's see. I said I was going to invite who first? In what order? Let me see here. We can get Mac to fight Creaky here so I can ready up my spectate flag finally. We have a little queue here. Papercut's good. That's a good song on that album, but to each their own, of course. Reading Rainbow, suck my dick. Reading Rainbow. What? Let's see here. Mayday's down. Yes. It was Mayday. I'm sorry. I look like my stereo's fucked up. Let me fix my stereo here.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
It's a really annoying problem. I wish we didn't have. I can't believe y'all know the original 2000s emo guy, huh?
Fighters ready.
Is that Aaron Lewis? Is that what Newton mentioned earlier? Some Linkin Park trivia, huh? Let me see if I can jump on Discord here so we can get Nero in here. KB, you're also welcome to join in. Likewise, if you guys want to talk about music, we can definitely do that. So I'm on 3S commentary, guys. If you guys want to jump in, that'd be totally fine. If not, also fine. I don't give a fuck. I don't need you guys. I can't hold on.
Are you ready? Go.
He's like, nah, I'm done. I'm good. He's jamming right now. Oh, maybe you're right, dude. That's a dangerous combination. Stained was 98, huh? I remember that big single back in the day. I never really cared for Stained that much. But you're right, they were quite emo, weren't they? Yeah, back when that came out, there really wasn't a word for it. There really wasn't a word for it back when it came out. But I was like, this song is awfully mopey. What was that big single they had? Stained? God, it's gonna drive me nuts if I can think of it. So, Mayday. What's your handle, Mayday? Been a while. Yes, Kay, of course. It's been a while since I could say that I wasn't addicted. What's up, Impact? Nero, I can't hear you. Maybe you're muted. It's on Twitch Sings. It's been a while. You guys need to add Vencabot to your friends list. I can't be typing in people's names. Yeah, once you've added me, let me know. That'll get you in here. Mayday Productions. I'm not sure you're on my friends list. Maybe you are, I missed you. I didn't get down far enough. What's up, Connor? Let's see if I can figure out why I can't hear Nero. It shows you as not being muted, Nero, but your name's not lighting up, as though you're not actually talking. I'd love to have you, Impact, but we actually have a full lobby. We have 3 guys here and a bunch of guys trying to get in. But guys, please, I must stress, please make your own side lobbies and let people know in the chat so you guys can get some games. Crim, Impact, all you guys that are trying to play tonight, get some side lobbies going. It's Bruise Day Tuesday, let's celebrate this game. And then once you guys are, once we have some space here, we'll get you guys in here. Yo, KD, we tried. That was already a goal we had to do Twitch Sings. And I looked into it, and I was disappointed to find out that there's no way in that app for 2 guys to sing together, which kind of makes sense, kind of, because of latency issues, but it's kind of annoying. Let's go Mayday. What's up, Salty Face? Yeah, don't play Empty Stomach, Crim. The Mac's playing Kensington. I'm watching TV, huh? Hey, I hear you now, Nero.
Yeah, I'm back.
There you go. Let me raise your volume on my side.
Discord was very...
Discord, you can be that way, dude. It's a pretty weird app sometimes.
Technology's not my friend recently, so it's fine.
Yeah, in general. As someone that spends all his day, every day in front of a computer, I can tell you technology is nobody's friend. It's always an uneasy truce at best. Let me invite Mayday here.
Yeah, but... Alright, so we were talking music, and we were talking trivia.
Yes.
So... This is going to be really obscure, and no one's really going to know what I'm talking about. But if you watched syndicated television back in the day, you know that there's like these really weird TV shows that only showed up at certain times during the day. Like Baywatch was like the big version of that, which is like, you know, everyone had a copy of Baywatch and they just ran it at random times on random channels. And one of the weirdest shows that came out of this kind of like weird syndicated TV thing was The Crow Stairway to Heaven.
What?
The Crow Stairway to Heaven was a TV version of The Crow, starring Mark Dacascos, you know, the Iron Chef guy, but because he's an actual martial artist, and you know, it's The Crow, so it has to have like, you know, a soundtrack. And what was it? On an episode, Linkin Park's paper cut is used, but they're not credited as Linkin Park. They're credited as Hybrid Theory, which was the original band name.
I didn't know that.
Before they became Linkin Park. They used paper cut, and I think they used an earlier version of One Step Closer of a demo that was part of the reason they got a record deal, was because they were featured on a TV show nationally syndicated.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so it's one of the weirdest things I know about that album.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and if you can hunt down The Crow Stairway to Heaven, it's awful, but it's great at the same time. In one of those kind of like, it's so bad it's good TV shows.
That's crazy to me. I didn't know The Crow had a show.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of these weird TV shows that like no one remembers. Like, you remember Highlander? Highlander was another version of these like syndicated TV shows.
Yeah, I remember that had a show.
And then there was Highlander the Raven, which was the sequel show that no one remembers at all. It only lasted, I think, a season. There was a bunch of weird shows. The god-awful superhero TV show Nightman, which is one of the worst shows ever created on TV. As well as Mantis, which is another weird show that no one remembers.
Uh-oh.
Again, I know lots of random trivia, so of course I had to bust that out.
Oh.
And you said Hybrid Theory was the first album you bought with your own money, like for real? Wow. I forgot how I remember how I got Hybrid Theory. My brother bought it for me because lo and behold, and I say this with all pride, I was a new metal kid. You know, Korn, Limp Bizkit, Cold Chamber, that kind of thing. Dressed, I had the look, you know, I had the khaki pants with the Adidas and the red hat, and I was so cringy back then. But my brother thinking, oh, he likes this stuff. It's like he bought me Hybrid Theory in middle of high school, and I liked it a lot. I listened to it nonstop for like 2 months, and then I traded it for a Punkorama Volume 10 CD from a friend of mine.
Got me. Oh no!
Your first album was $3. You know what? That's not a bad first album to buy, Katie. Not at all.
Shit was lit, fam.
I say this with 100% seriousness. If you have a teenage son or a nephew or anything, and they're like 12, 13 years old, and they're having a really rough time, give them the first 3 Limp Bizkit albums, and they will get all the confidence in the world. They will go through every gamut of emotion and become the most confident 13-year-old you will ever see in your life.
It's a great album, you Fake. Demon Days. I'm bored, Fake. So, Fake, I'm not sure we've met, dude. You're an Elena player, huh? Do I know under a different name, perhaps, Fake?
My first album was Bush 16 Stone. Their debut album. I remember that. That's the first one I bought with my own money.
Nice combo from Creaky there.
Ooh, good shit.
Keith says Stuck is probably your favorite on the album, though. It's such a good song.
Are you ready?
Limp Bizkit. Counterfeit was not counterfeit to the boot camp. I got slapped by H-Rove during Fight Game for the Future. That's bound to happen sometimes.
Fight Game for the Future ran so well. It was really well done. KD pulling off like the All-Star performance during that. You saw that?
Shout out to AC Slayer go for running the tournament, I guess, as I understand it. He was essentially the TO for the tournament.
Yeah, Slayer's constantly on Fight Cave. You see him running in there, so he's a real big part of their community.
Clapping the grid. Welcome aboard Street Fighter 2. I always misread that name. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Super Street Fighter 3 Third. That's definitely a hell of a handle there. Lets you know what's up, though. I like that handle, dude. Lets you know what's up.
I'm playing this.
Yeah,
We're gonna play this today.
Exactly. Wow, that was so far. That command grab. Wake up super. Oh, wow, hit him that side? Shout out to Hugo's big fat ass. Too far, no punish. There you go. Clap, clap.
Hugo is such a weird character because I love the character, I love the design, and I usually play grapplers in other games, but I just can't pick him up for any reason. I'm not sure why. He's very execution heavy, and you really have to have defense to play him, and I'm no good at that, obviously. No, Katie, no PS4 tonight. I might jump. I'll do my Steam stream tomorrow, but that's a whole other thing.
Do you have PS4, Nero?
No, I do not. I do not have a PS4.
I gotcha. I was kind of confused by Katie asking. I was like, what?
There's a PS4 in my apartment. I have my brother staying with me, but I don't have 30th at the moment, and I don't have a real way to play it right now. So
Gotcha.
it's okay.
Maybe you
my
should,
brother, so.
Maybe you should choke your brother out, take his PS4, and then empty his wallet and buy 30th.
Nah, we're good.
Just thought I'd put the idea out there. I knew it was kind of a controversial idea, but I thought I'd put it out there just in case.
Yeah. No thanks. I love how the initial plan is immediately like to attack someone. It's great.
Stomps upon stomps, dude. Musical stomps.
Ooh, stomp.
Katie likes to plan, but yeah, it really hinges on, obviously we can't force Henry to do it. Which we'd
Katie just wants me to join the dark side of the PS4 when I criticized it so much.
PS4 is a decent platform playthrough on all things considered. I think that.
I mean, it's a fine system. It's just I don't enjoy it. It's not my thing.
Systems in general are kind of not the best. I prefer playing on PC when I possibly can.
Because it is the dark side. I don't want to sell out. For me, buying a PS4 is selling out. I'm not into it. I'm not into it.
I can see that. Again, if not for the fact that, I wanted to stream, I would really not need a PS4. It's just not, again, consoles in general these days are not really where it's at.
What is your main game besides Third Strike on PS4 that you play?
Nothing, dude. Only use for Third Strike.
Only for Third Strike,
I
yeah.
use my PS4 for
I'm
anything.
like, I'm not willing to invest an entire. Like, if I want a system, I want to have something I'm gonna play on, you know.
Yeah.
And like, I have the majority of my back catalog and library is in my Xbox account, so I need to get me an Xbox One. And you know, they're a lot cheaper now, so I'm that'll be the plan pretty soon. But there's no one gonna be playing 30th on Xbox One, so I'm even bothered, you know. That'll be for other games and other things, and so for streaming, I'll probably stick to Steam.
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it, dude.
Which is funny because I got the Steam version on KD's recommendation, and then Steam kind of shut the bed, and now everybody left.
Oh, fuck, that was far.
Oh no, there goes
Nice
Keto.
parry. Nice if you jump.
Parry.
That was weird.
Well, I didn't have good internet a year ago, Katie. I barely got good internet recently, about 3 months ago. And I wasn't gonna play on Wi-Fi, you know? I'm not a heathen.
Are you ready? Go.
Oh, fuck, I thought it was on the other side.
It will play them, Keo, but how well will it play? Because I'm not buying anything just to play. You know, if I want to play PS1 games, I'm gonna buy a PS1.
And will
or
it really
PS2.
play him is my question. Like, that seems to be just like hearsay now, right? Like, they say that's true.
That's
great.
that's true, but they're most likely going to make you buy them again, even if you have the discs in your own
Yes.
personal library,
Perhaps.
or have bought them digitally before. You're going to have to buy them again.
Had a pretty hard read there.
No, I blame that on you, Katie. I got the Steam version because on your recommendation, and now you abandoned the Steam version. So that's you. I'm probably, if we get the truck bucks again, which I doubt recently anytime soon, I probably will be either investing in a good PC or at least some good streaming equipment so I can stream like PS3 OE or something.
Ow. That was far as fuck. I should have, as soon as I hit a button, I was like, he's gonna pop it this time.
Do you enjoy this matchup, Vega? The Hugo versus Alex?
I mean, yeah, as much as I enjoy any matchup. Nice anti-air, delayed anti-air. What's up, Ryan?
You win.
It's like with Necro, I hate the Urian matchup, but I like playing the Dudley matchup. I don't know why. It's so weird.
Yeah, I think that, you know, again, I'm not, oh no, we can't watch Mayday here. Okay,
Ooh, not good.
well, I'm gonna make one more new lobby here, guys, and if we can't watch any matches, that's gonna be a shame. But that's the way it is on PS4, guys.
Yeah. Again, 30th, not the greatest, but, you know, it is what it is. It has me worried for the Samurai Showdown collection because it is going to be handled by digital.
Oh, yeah,
Clips.
don't buy it, guys, period. Anyone that buys that is no friend of mine. Let's see here.
I'm really excited for it, though, because I'm really hoping they use the netcode they did for the recent ports they did, because if you have the opportunity, I think the PS4 version got the netcode update as well. Like the Garo, Samurai Showdown 5, Last Blade 2, they got a lot. They got an updated netcode, and it's amazing. It's so good.
I'm sure it is, but then they're going to be using Digital Eclipse netcode, almost certainly. I mean, it's developed by Digital Eclipse.
Yeah, but
Yeah, and even then,
nice if you know.
You can't support. Anytime Digital Eclipse get works, you can't support that kind of project. That just seems like a poor way to, vote with your dollar.
Yeah,
It has to be
true.
that, I think that anybody watching here, as I stressed to you guys, please don't buy Digital Eclipse games. Don't let them get any more work after all the, not only the bad work they've done in the past, but I've ranted on a previous stream about how if you watch a GDC conference they did, a panel they did, they discuss their strategy for making games, and it's criminal. It's literally, they steal software. It's not a good look.
Yeah, it's true, and it sucks because the beat 'em up collection they did is really good. And I'm like, oh, that sucks so bad that they. Why does companies have to be shitty? It sucks.
Because they're greedy, dude. Because they're greedy.
Yeah, it's greed.
Myers says Code Mystics did do netcode update for PS4 versions later after that PC. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the PC updates, and when Garo updated, I immediately downloaded it and was playing people in like Mexico and Japan and
CreakyAxe.
like, godlike Nexo. This is great.
I need a friend request from you, Creaky, so I can get you on my friends list so I can send you an invite here a little more easily.
Like, I won't blame a company for trying to make money. That's the idea and the goal of any company. Anybody is to make the money.
It's just about how you go about it.
It's just how you go about it, which is kind of like, you know, which is why I blame fucking Sony for Street Fighter V. Street Fighter V was being developed, but Capcom, despite all their efforts during the era of 4, did not make that much money.
Wow,
and Sony is like, hey, here's a bunch of money, make it PS4 exclusive, or at least for PC or whatever, and we'll dump a whole bunch of stuff into the tournaments and for the development, and it just got rushed, and it was just a bad look on everybody's part, which is my theory, my opinion of it. I know people, but it was just a bad look, and I think in general the current generation, which is about to be last gen, because all the new systems come out, I think it came about 2 or 3 years too early.
Oh wow, sick parry. Still grounded, man. I fucking hate that move.
Ooh, good thing.
Oof, good spacing.
Go.
Yeah, bad start. Okay, I missed my meaty there. Got me. Empty jumps.
There are some really good players on PS4, I have to admit.
Too far. Ooh, parry too early. HereGoes is pretty strong. The Trackmania series is never not weird in terms of marketing, says Fake. What the hell is Trackmania?
That's kind of the problem. You have to be really hardcore into the Trackmania games to even know what they are.
So we got Mayday in here. He's playing Sean.
Prepare to strike. Now.
That's a big grip. Maday. Okay, wow, interesting spacing on that. That was kind of fun. Okay, trying to use Sean's buttons here. Got caught on the roll. Oh, walk up in close fierce. That was cool. Trying to move here. Doesn't get confirmed. Cameron says, didn't MOV say at one point he thought Hugo was the best? That's pretty bizarre. Guys, sometimes players of all skill levels have some pretty crazy hot takes.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
I mean, shout out to Sandy Bags and everything, whose Hugo is unbeatable. But I really don't feel like Hugo's tools put him anywhere in that conversation.
It's a real like dichotomy of like player and character.
Yeah.
It's you can't really go about saying this is the best character. It's like, it's probably your skill that makes them a good character or a bad character or anything like that. It's very, very strange.
So Katie says here, I think someone asked either MOV or some other top player who they thought Kuroda's strongest character was. And they responded Hugo was his strongest character. Hugo does benefit highly from parries. Oh, that was cool. This is a pretty strong Sean. I mean, it's Sean. But this is pretty Sean. I like the spacing.
I played a very strong Sean the other day on Fightcade. Shout out to Monster. Very, very good Sean. Hey, KD introduced me to him.
You guys want to see a set between Mayday and Black Jalapeno? I haven't seen Black Jalapeno forever on this channel, though. Yeah, good. If
Yeah,
guys
that's a
some
name I
good
haven't
movement.
heard in a while. Ooh, empty jump. Ooh.
I love Bonza, KD, but his Sean is nothing compared to... Wow, I barely got him there. Compared to Black Jalapeno. Or this Sean.
See, again, though, it's like Kuroda is a player that makes characters good, rather than the character benefiting. How do I explain this right? Like, again, Kuroda's as a player can kind of turn any character into a good character.
He understands this game fundamentally at a level that I'm not sure anybody else in the world does. Okay. Dash up, what was that? Dash up parry grab? Okay, catching him trying to move there. Yeah, Shotos that dash a lot get a little bit of a benefit from the online experience, of course, as well. Dealing with Shoto dashes online is a nightmare.
Yeah.
You win.
Because he's not the best. Fuck that. Who's the best, Kyo?
According to Kyo. I love you, Kyo. We don't agree on everything.
That's so sweet of you to say, dude.
He's good people, dude. He's good people.
That Kyo's got him.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
I still beat him in that Chacho challenge, though. Just saying.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Ow. Nice spacing. That was sick. Protect that, though.
Prepare.
Uh-oh. Too early. Had that problem lately. That was no tech there. Shout out to Online Justice. What? His formats are 4 rounds first to 10. I'm interesting. So I'm surprised I reached him with that grab. Protect that though, if you guys heard it. Oh my.
Yeah, I agree with Kyo on that. That is a very strange format, and yeah, it will drain you physically just playing that long.
First to 10 with 4 rounds means, oh, I see what you mean. You mean 4 rounds, like per game.
Yeah, that's a slog, dude. That's a marathon.
Yeah, good games, Mayday. That's very interesting, Sean. If he's so good, then keep it normal format, 2 to 3 first to 10.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Ow. That was weird. Nice punish. Ouch.
Yeah. The Alex mirror is so weird to me.
Makes sense. Oof. Let's play slower. Oh fuck, I was sick. I was a tech there online. Missed a tech.
Final round. Now.
Oh, that was weird. I might get lucky there. Oh fuck! I'm just gonna miss my meaty. Oh wow, got me blocking. Oof, got me. Thought he wouldn't do it.
You win.
I almost spat, Katie. Maddox streams on Twitch? What? How many followers does he have, dude? 10,000? A billion? I'm not sure I want to watch a Maddox stream, dude. How old is that guy now? Back in the year 2003, he must have been like 30. He must be gray by now, right? Fucking Maddox.
Never too old for third strike.
No, Maddox is not a 3S player. He's just some fucking guy, right? If we're talking about the same Maddox.
I don't recognize the name.
No, he's a blogger. He was one of the OG bloggers before blogs were even a thing.
Wow.
He used to basically write like editorials on GeoCities. That's amazing.
That's crazy.
BestPageUniverse.com. Yeah, it's still all red and black. That's amazing. Shout outs to hit fucking Maddox. He's probably still out there making content.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Like, who were good gaming personalities back then? Like, because
Well,
there
of
weren't
course,
that many.
Fucking Destructoid. Back when I'm not Destructoid. What was that site? With Screw Attack, right? That's what Screw Attack. Remember Screw Attack?
Yeah.
Fucking
Back in the day.
I'm not sure if they're probably still doing their thing. You would think.
I don't think they're around anymore. Well, they might be. I'm not sure. I haven't paid attention to that in a long time.
Meg64, they're still making content.
They're still around. Yeah, they're still around for sure.
Kids
Like,
still have a YouTube channel.
I was a big fan of Lisa Mason, who was one of the editors for Game Informer back in the day. She had a good blog for a while. Okay, so Screwtech still has a YouTube channel. That's crazy.
I feel like gaming blogs are sort of a thing of the past because of social media. Like,
Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
there's so many opinions about games. Of course, everybody has their own things they like and dislike. But as a gamer whose friends are all gamers, I really mostly only care about what my friends think of a game. I really don't care what some random reviewer thinks of a game. Like, if my friend says this game is good, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And if they say it's bad, I'm like, okay, I won't give it a shot. I don't need to read someone's opinion from let me also extend that, that thought. Someone's opinion on the game who is getting paid indirectly by publishers who have an investment in that game getting a good review. How about that, right? Like, review sites have a conflict of interest inherent to their design. That I think not enough people talk about, which is that in order to get an early copy of a game, which gives them the most clicks on their articles, they have to make the publishers happy. And the publishers are pissed off at your site, they're not going to get an early copy of the game, which means you're going to get your review out later, which means fewer clicks, which means that if you run a gaming blog like Destructoid or something like that, then you have this interest to always put games in a positive light, if they're from a big publisher, that is. So I feel like just because of that, that conflict of interest, you really can't trust these classical gaming blogs.
Very, very true. I agree with that for sure.
So Rise says he misses the game trailers forums and community, huh? The good old days.
Like, back when I was younger, I didn't have too many friends that were also gamers. I didn't really have anybody to relate to, so I kind of depended on gaming blogs and magazines and different things to at least get like a sense of the review of the game, because it was a big investment to buy a game back in the day. It's
yeah,
like
for sure.
$50 to $60. Well, $50 was like it's like a third of my paycheck on certain jobs,
Yeah,
or like a good chunk of it.
that's what I meant when I said that, now we have social media. It makes it a little bit less required because now it's so easy for gamers to connect to each other.
Very true. Very true.
Even if let's say that I'm playing a game, or I'm interested in a game that none of my friends are interested in playing, right? I still see somewhere on the web someone's review of it that's a friend of a friend, or a friend of a friend of a friend who has an opinion on it. And it's like, even then, again, to me, that's more interesting to hear what a gamer thinks about it. Or even also we have like Steam reviews now, we didn't have back in the day. Like, it just seems like it's much more accessible to hear reviews from actual gamers and not so much, writers whose job it is to get paid to review games.
True, but there's also the downside of that is that you can't always trust sometimes the users because oftentimes they have their own agenda or they're a troll, and like you really have to make a decision based on people you are aware of and what you
doubt it.
That's really hard to do because trusting certain things online is very tough, especially nowadays, Yeah,
you're right, Katie. Yeah, Jim Sterling was great because, he fought the system. Even if a game, he was notorious for being kind of like a troll. Like, he would shit on games that, were otherwise good. But, again, we need that balance, I feel like, in the web. We need that balance of, let's shit on some major, some AAA games, because not enough people are doing it.
Like, the medium is kind of dead now, but when Let's Plays were first becoming a thing, and that was kind of like the best way for me to like learn about a game was because to watch parts of the Let's Plays. If a game looked interesting, I would watch maybe 1 or 2 parts and say, okay, I'm gonna buy this game now, and go and play the game and beat it or whatever, and then go back and watch the rest of the videos that certain people uploaded. I was following for the longest time Super Best Friends Play, who are now Castle Super Beasts, and like their Let's Play channel was the main reason I got into a lot of different games, and also a lot of different fighting games. They had a weekly fighting game show for a while, and there were some that I'd never seen before or tried, and that was the best way for me to learn about it, was through that. And again, Let's Plays have kind of died off as a medium on YouTube, especially. People still do them and they're entertaining to a point, but like it's become a medium that's kind of a lost art. Now people just kind of like, people have sponsored Let's Plays, they're gonna watch this, they're gonna do
crazy
that.
to me.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII was like the big thing of that. There was a lot of Let's Players I watched that were sponsored, that were playing the game. It was like, granted, my opinion of Final Fantasy VII is from Kate. I trust Katie's opinion, who was initially not really keen on the game when he first saw it. And then now became like his biggest like fan. So I was like, okay, now Katie played it, liked it. I'm gonna probably play it and like whenever I get a chance to. Jim Sterling's a good one. Yeah, he can be a bit much. He's he's very opinionated, and I like him a lot because of that. But like, God, like the snark level is real. That was the thing for a while, and then retro YouTube is a whole other story because going to that side of the internet, like people like the Game Chasers, Stop Skeletons from Fighting is another channel I watch a lot. Like I love their opinions on things, but like the retro scene is gotten to the point where like I can't be in it anymore. There's so many. It's like the elitism has popped up.
Oh, you think so? Yeah, I also enjoy Stop Skeletons. They're a pretty cool channel. I feel like sometimes the hosting is a bit much for me personally, but that's easy for me to say.
Oh, yeah, that's his personality. I remember when he was Happy Video Game Nerd when he first came out like 11 years ago.
Really? No, it's the same guy?
That's the same guy, yeah. He was he started out as a AVGN parody channel.
Stop Skeletons guy? What's his name?
Yeah, Derek.
Derek, yeah, Derek.
Yeah, because if you go back and watch his old videos, the Happy Video Game Nerd channel, he started with like Journey to Silius and Splatterhouse 2, and that's how I found him, because those two are like two of my favorite games from when I was a kid. And I saw his videos and been following ever since. And yeah, he rebranded over a couple of years ago, moved to Seattle, that kind of thing. So that's where the channel got the new name. And yeah, he is a bit much, but I find it entertaining. He's not annoying to the point of like, cringe.
Yeah.
There's some that are just cringe now that just make it like, no, you can't do it.
I got that fucking online grab timing, like where I grab you while you're still in midair. There are times where I'll grab somebody after their jump, and I'm like, the only reason I got that is because I know better than they do, that I have to hit that shit mad early.
Dude, when we get back to offline casuals on cabs, we're all gonna be so fucked. All our timing is gonna be all over the place.
When I play on cab, I always throw while they're falling toward me, like I'm still in midair, because you gotta throw so early online. It's fucking really obnoxious. Good games, Mac. Yeah, that was, connection was a little bit rough tonight, but again, that's bound to happen sometimes.
The internet.
I got the internet going nuts.
Yeah, RIP the Super Best Friends play. That was my channel, dude. That was. I spent so much time watching their stuff. It was hilarious.
Ah, hit me pretty high.
You see Comcast trying to rebrand themselves as like, you know, we're the gamer-centric internet. It's like, no, you're not. You're never going to be gamer-centric internet. It's never going to be good enough.
How about when Comcast rebranded as Xfinity? Is that the shittiest shit of all time?
Yeah, when they rebranded, the Xfinity change was a whole thing for like a long time ago now, though. But yeah, they're really trying to like change their image in the gaming market because they know that's a huge market. And they also know their reputation for that is very, very shitty.
I want to make a point here, guys. I've seen this happen already between Mac and now Mayday. Sometimes you gotta take kind of creative control of your stream when you're streaming as much as I do. And I want to stress to you guys haven't figured this out yet, that when I wake up super, you guys are not allowed to block that. Like, that's just absurd. I think you guys should show some respect to my creative vision on this channel. And always hit my wake up supers, guys. Press a button when I wake up super. If you want to try and like down parry or something, that's fine too. Go for a throw attempt. But you're not allowed to block my wake up super. That's just ridiculous.
What are you not doing, guys? Get hit by the super.
That's what I'm saying, Fake. They're going against the script, dude. No ad-libbing, guys. I'll try again here. You son of... Okay.
Oh, that's the best. Yeah, same here. Same here. Here goes. That being said, though, Willie versus his channel, I love his stuff, and I always watch Pat stream, so it's a whole other thing.
Ian says, I guess nobody's seen your shirt, the Wake Up Super shirt. You almost got it, Mayday. You almost got that parry. Who wants to get invited here? We have an empty spot now. I wonder how Crim's doing.
CrimzonWolf.
I got vicariously mad with Wooly during his Naruto playthrough, says Mac.
The Naruto playthrough is so...
The second hand.
It's so cringe. It's so great. It's so happy.
Now.
I'm forever going to love the Let's Watch Hunter Cross Hunter series just with the Super iPad Wolf. So fucking funny.
Guys, we're gonna be watching Hunter x Hunter. I always say Hunter x Hunter because I watch those videos.
It's like the third rate viewer though. It's so bad.
Oh no, I did too early. Oh no,
I won't get into anime talk here. I'm gonna start a fire, so thank you.
Wow, I got lucky there. I'm just hitting buttons.
Are you ready? Go.
I'm lucky I got that. I've been missing that a lot lately. Wow, he's hitting buttons still and it worked. You know I want to dash.
I'm not trying to start a fire. I'll keep my anime opinions to myself.
Okay, super, but I'm glad I missed it and I got my bar still. Ow. Too early? I lucky there. Fix an HXH stand. I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's supposed to be one of the good shonen animes. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna invite Crim here. Crim's like, let me in. What's up, Rock? So he doesn't go by Crim on PSN. It's kind of annoying. He's UYG Crim. I was looking to see. He's like, where's Crim? Here we go. Mayday versus Creaky.
No comment. Here goes. No comment.
Yeah, let's see here. So we're gonna have a couple of empty spots here, Rock, in a minute. I think that Mayday is gonna dip. So I can get you in here once Mayday dips, Rock. Max says, my wife tries to get me to watch HXH every now and then, and I never budge, huh? It looks fucking awful. Dude, I'm never gonna forget this, guys. I have a friend that loves him some fairy tale. And he was like, dude, This anime is gonna change the way you look at shonen anime, dude. It's gonna be like a revelation for you. And I know that some shonen is bad, but this is one of the good ones. This is one that's actually, you know, it's sincere. It's got some new ideas. You're gonna really enjoy it. I watched 10 episodes out of love for my friend. That show is fucking terrible. It's the worst shonen I've ever seen in my life. Crim likes it. It was the worst shonen I've ever seen in my life.
Now.
Yeah, that's notoriously bad. Fairy Tail is.
Wow.
Yeah. Fruit Basket, that's a good show. Shout out to Pedro there. Good show. I'm like perpetually stuck in the 80s and 90s, so again, like, I won't start fires. Not that I'm gonna finish,
What?
you know.
What was that rollback bullshit? You guys see that? How did I grab him?
I saw that.
How did I grab him there? He was already had his thing started up. I saw myself get grabbed, it seemed like.
Digital Eclipse.
What? I grabbed him out of the very final frames. I wonder if they like traded. I wonder if we rewatch that back. I wonder if they traded. And does that mean that throws beat command grabs? Wow, it's really far.
Oh, Golden Boy. Golden Boy's so good.
Nice. I used to do that a lot more than I do these days. Oh, that was fucking sick. Oh, that was a punish on my sweep.
Like, remember when Sci-Fi Channel was Sci-Fi Channel and they actually ran like good anime on Saturday mornings? I miss that shit.
Now.
Shut up, Katie. You're a bigger weeb than anybody. You like Ava. Yeah. Oh, Ghost Stories dub is amazing. Everybody, that's a must-watch. That is a must-watch.
Fake agrees with Mac. Reading manga is the strat.
It is a strat, but goddamn, is it still expensive?
SSF says here, it seems 30th version based on 9905 with some bug fixes on 9906. Really? I think I actually have heard that. I did not know that.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
So Fake also loves Eva.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Yeah, Armitage 3. God. Mine was Record of Lotus War. That was the sci-fi anime block that I watched. Record of Lotus War, Armitage 3, and the Minion Tank Police were like my top 3 animes from that era. I hunted down a copy of Record of Lotus War. I have the original OVA somewhere. Like, that's a prized piece of my collection.
Oh no, no EX. That was a combo to death.
Dude, Crim, Tank Police opening, the song. You know what I'm talking about. The song will forever be stuck in your head once you hear it. It'll never go away for a day or 2 days tops. It's guaranteed.
Oh, to confirm. Uh-oh. No EX. Wouldn't have mattered though. Crimzon, can we talk about how it's suddenly in my head now, the OVA? What's up, Winifred?
Such a good show. So 80s.
CrimzonWolf.
I've still yet to see Legend of the Galactic Heroes. I need to hunt that down. That's on my list. There's a lot of older stuff that I have not seen yet that it's really hard to find. And like, I know I can look it up online, but I really want to get official versions of everything. I'm one of those people who like, I don't like to download stuff online. I'd rather support the release somehow. Even though sometimes they're bad, like, it's still an official version. You gotta support somehow, some way. There has to be an attempt to do it, you know? Especially for physical media, because physical media is dying off, and I love physical media because, you know, I own it. It's gonna be there until it breaks, and sometimes Sometimes, even if it breaks, it's part of the charm of it, you know?
Dude, I wish anime wasn't so expensive. I would love to own more anime.
It's expensive
That shit's
still
expensive.
today. I remember back in the day, this will date, Blockbuster Music was a thing that existed for a while. It was their version of Soundwaves, which was another thing that existed back then. And my first anime purchase that I ever did was a copy of Book of Prices. Cost me $30, and it turned out it was episodes 3 and 4 on one VHS tape. I didn't have the others, and when I went back to go buy the other ones, they were gone. So I never actually completed the set on VHS. And they're also way too expensive. What, Soundwave still exists? Oh my god, I need to go. What do they even sell? I used to go to the one in Montrose all the time back here in Houston. And that was the one to go to because it had the good stuff.
Fuck.
But yes, please support
Oh
me.
no.
It's been so long. I need to go, dude. I haven't been in so long, and I miss like record shopping and CD shopping and just finding weird stuff in general.
Back when I was working full-time, I used to go shopping for games like once a week. I like to collect old school games. That was a fucking pleasure.
Yeah,
I
I miss
a lot of
that.
money on
I
that.
used to do the same thing. I used to go to the flea markets on Sunday afternoons and just go hunt down whatever I could and found some pretty good gems. I remember I found Mega Man X for $2, and that was like my best buy for like the longest
That's
time.
super
Yeah, that
good.
was godlike. That was super good.
What's up, Kenny? Welcome aboard, dude. Katie said, J-Bum says, Katie, what should I have done there? So it's only Katie and J-Bum are fighting. Get some advice here.
Hajime no Ippo. I love that show. What's up, Kenny?
Got Creaky versus Crim here. So Crim going with Yun. And he's like $2. What? So a game for $2, dude. You do a lot worse than that for Mega Man X.
Yeah, that was a fun. I think I remember I found Super Mario RPG for 10.
Wow.
That was a good find. This is way back when, like, you know, flea markets were like popping. If you ever want to watch something that was like that'll bring you back to like how good game hunting, look up the Game Chasers on YouTube. There are two guys from Texas, from the Arlington. They basically made a show that was American pickers for video games, and it's for how low budget their show is and still is. The show looked professionally done. The editing was well done, and like, they found some amazing stuff for dirt cheap prices back. Like, it was so cool. Like what was that one game, like the prize, like that game? They basically found a Nintendo game. The Flintstones. They found a Flintstones Nintendo game that was Blockbuster exclusive. So there's only so many print runs of it, and so they found it and they bought it for $10-15, and it turned out it's worth like $500.
Jeez. What's up, Bone? Welcome
Yeah,
aboard.
it was crazy. What's up, Bones? Nice to see you, homie.
Now.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money on old school games. So, here's my question, guys. Which of you guys in the chat has bought a bootleg game, intentionally or not? Because I've bought 2 bootleg games intentionally. One was Earthbound Zero on NES, and one was Mother 3 on GBA. And I'm very particular as a collector, and so I always take my cartridges apart to make sure that they're legitimate. And the closest I've ever come is a copy of Earthbound, which was Hencho en Mexico, which, as I understand, is the second run of Earthbound. And even among the fan base, there is still some debate as to the legitimacy of these copies. The consensus is that they're legitimate copies. They're the second run of the game. But that's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I have this Mexican copy of Earthbound. Of course, it's it was made for sale in the U.S., but manufactured in Mexico.
That's not the only game that did that. Super Castlevania 4 had a second run that was made in Mexico as well.
Yeah, a little bit cheaper. And the plastic feels a little bit thinner, and the label is not the same quality, which makes it seem kind of bootleg-esque. So when I say bootlegs, Mac, I mean a version of a game that was manufactured not by the original publishers. Or should I say not by the publisher, that owned the copyright.
Well, that was very common back in the day when it was when game systems were going out the door and new stuff was coming in. People still owned the systems, so they would create different versions of older games to sell as greatest hits and things like that. Have you seen Star Fox, the Player's Choice Star Fox boxes you can buy?
No, I haven't.
So many copies of Star Fox were produced as the Player's Choice version, the greatest hits version, basically. That there were literally like pallets worth, like just lying around in warehouses for years and years and years. And somehow someone got a hold of them, and they're out in the market. They're coasters at this point. You can buy one for 50 cents at conventions because they're literally boxes of copies of Star Fox Player's Choice, which is hilarious. So the market value is terrible for it. You literally buy it for 50 cents. I bought 2 copies for 50 cents and then gave them away. Like, it was so very strange. But like, yeah, the Super Castlevania 4 was a reprint version. Earthbound had a reprint version as well. Genesis did it as well. They had the Genesis. You know how like Genesis games were in the clamshell plastic,
Right.
And later release versions that were produced in Mexico were in the cardboard boxes, the red boxes, and their manuals were not in color. They had black and white manuals.
But weren't all Genesis manuals mostly black and white? Because yeah, I do have some Genesis games that are in the clamshells and some that are in cardboard boxes. But as I understand it, I'm pretty sure that it was the standard to have Genesis games with black and white manuals, right? You guys agree with that in the chat? Or do you guys remember some colored manuals for Genesis? I'm not sure.
I remember I had some colored manuals. I remember Michael Jackson's Moonwalker had a colored manual. Samurai Showdown had a colored manual. I remember that as well. I drew the entire Samurai Showdown cast based off the artwork that was in that manual when I was younger. Yeah, it was so, again, it's like when systems are going out of style and new stuff's coming in, production runs, like, you know, there was a version of the Genesis that was produced only in South America.
Yeah.
And it's like South America has like the strangest market. Like, they kept making the Master System.
Yeah, they love the MS and Genesis, dude, in Brazil.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, I went for the grab there.
Dude, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker for the Genesis is an underrated gem, and I regret selling my copy when I was younger because I didn't know it at the time, but I had the rare Thriller version because in level 3, it would play Thriller. It was the Thriller stage of the music, and I found out later that was only on the initial print run. And for the second print run, they did Michael Jackson's Another Part of Me for the zombie stage, which is like really weird.
Yeah, why?
Some kind of licensing issue between Sega and they I'm not sure. It might have been a conflict with the songwriter as well, but it was so strange. And I'm like, I regret selling that because it's so expensive now to have that copy.
Oh, like, Rock! I want to get Rock in here. Right? Let me invite Rock to this lobby. Here goes SNK being quality. Who'd have thought? That's so much for SNK, guys. Faith ended up buying the Yakuza 1 and 2 reprints, the latter of which has trimmed down cutscene. Seems like a mistake, but the same cut exists in Kiwami 2, weirdly enough.
The Yakuza series is a very strange beast because the changes that are done in the different versions mostly have to do with the actors that are portrayed in the games.
Really?
And their likenesses are either revoked or copyright issues, or you know, some actors have passed away, so they don't have actually the rights to that actor anymore. There was a recent version, I think it was in Yakuza 6, one of the Yakuza bosses in the game was an actor who got busted for a cocaine drug bust in Japan, and so Sega's like, yeah, we have to edit him out now. Because they don't want to associate themselves with that, which is really weird. Because he plays a Yakuza drug boss in the game, and then he got caught with real drugs in Japan. Not gonna have that happen.
Yeah, it seems weird. So
but
Fake
the main problem with using the my bad.
Yeah. Fake says that Yakuza 2 was still in that period where I think they weren't using real likenesses, huh?
Yeah, the Yakuza 1, 2, I think the early ones for sure were not using likenesses, but like you go into like the newer ones now, the famous Professor Kiryu Yamaoka is in the game as a character, like a side character. There's a bunch. Yeah, that's the problem with using real actors. Onimusha 2 had that issue because when they
So there, Henry?
Well, I got the picture.
I think we lost Henry.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
It was Judgment / Judge Eyes. Welcome aboard, Drinker. Big fan of Yakuza. I played Yakuza 1 and 2 and loved them both. Oh shit, he doesn't like to get tick grabbed at all.
In the game, dead, and that.
Oh, that's not safe.
I've not played any of the Yakuza games. I need to.
Is that what you would like them, dude? Play them on stream.
Yeah, that'll probably be a highlight if I decide to get a PS4 or an Xbox one of these days.
We can play them on Steam now. Not sure if your PC is strong enough.
No, not at all. It's not going to be able to run that. But that'll be a console thing whenever I do get it. Be cool. I've heard good things. I've heard Super Best Friends Play. They streamed Yakuza, I think 4, and that was one of the reasons I got interested in the game. And they're a big reason why those games were even released in the States. They were very niche. They were a very niche market for a while.
Yeah, they're really fun if you have a lot of time to spend. They're a time sink. Like they're very slow-paced games. They're very cathartic, I would say.
I do remember a friend of mine playing Yakuza Dead Souls, the zombie one.
Yes.
And being like, okay, this is. Oh, there's no doubt on my PC. It's not strong. I can barely run some stuff. I've rigged this thing up so much and running so many things that I'm surprised it hasn't melted yet.
So Fake, I'm interested you say that. Fake says after 5 finally got announced for localization, I blazed through them starting from 1. Now see, I've wondered, Fake, if that's humanly possible. I've genuinely been kind of curious about that. Because God, again, they're so slow. That was interesting.
Well, they're slow if you want to get everything. If you just want to do the main story, you can kind of burn through them pretty quick.
I don't know. I mean, quick is relative. Because again, the pace of the game is very slow. But you're right. If you try to get everything, they're painfully slow.
There are some games that I love to death, but I'm like, I'll never play them again because it's just such a time thing. Like Persona 5. I love Persona 5, but I'm not willing to spend another 100 hours to play it again. Like, I'm sorry. I can't do it.
That was weird. Lag spike. Is it still airborne?
Yeah, Persona is the first time. Persona 3 is literally just high school. It was just playing high school again with bad monsters. And I'm like, oh, why am I doing this?
We'll see, Kenny. It seems like it might also be on my side to some extent. I have lag with Crim. I've got lag with Mackenzie. I think that my connection seems fine according to OBS. At least my connection to Twitch is fine. But yeah, it seems a little bit rough tonight.
Hopefully it manages and stables out.
The amount of side content is Fake is crazy later on, but 5 is the only one that I'd say really overstates its welcome story-wise. Again, I love the side content, don't get me wrong. It's just since I'm obsessed with side quests in any game I play, it's like a genre that's sort of, it's a game that's kind of scary for me. Because I play it, I literally play it like all night and accomplish nothing. Sick combo. Ouch.
Yeah, doesn't one of the Yakuzas just have like the full version of Virtua Fighter 5?
Yes.
Like, in it?
Yeah, Yakuza 3. I don't know, Yakuza 4, I think.
You can just play like 2-player matches in Virtua Fighter in Yakuza. It's great.
Out of the corner, I'm a dumbass. Should have with some buttons there. Ouch! Nice combo. Nice. Got lucky there. He hit the button a little bit too late.
5 is good, but be prepared. Like, it's a good entry point because you don't really necessarily need to play any of the Persona games to get what's going on. And 5 is a time sink. It is a, like Katie said, it's a full-time job. It's crazy. If you want to start with 5, start with 5. If you want to start in something earlier, I would recommend 3. 3 is really fun to play. It can be either version. You don't necessarily need best FPS, the updated version of it.
What's up, Benjamin?
And if you're gonna do Persona 4, try your best to play Persona 4 Golden because that's the like definitive version of that.
Yeah, Yakuza 3 is the first game on next-gen consoles, Spife, so it's not on PS2, no, it's on PS3. I'm not sure if it's on Xbox 360 or not. It's been re-released now and everything.
I think it means Persona 3. Persona 3 is on PS2, but you can get it on PSN.
What's up, Manawatts? It says, love science, but how much Blitzball did you play, Venka? Dude, I had never played FF10. I tried it. It was just too slow. Yeah, this is pretty rough. Oh, this is real rough.
I haven't played FF12 yet. I keep hearing good things.
It's alright. I like it. But its story is definitely the least fantastical of any Final Fantasy game, I think. It's definitely, there's like not a lot of wizards and magic. It's really just a lot of politics, which is alright.
Yeah.
But the gameplay is great. I love the gambit system. Oh, I didn't know you could do that to me in the corner. I forgot. What's up, Lambda? What's up?
Prepare to strike. Now.
That's true, Daddy. Like, Persona 3 Portable does fix that, but it loses so much in the aesthetic just to get that upgrade. And Persona 3 is still a very solid game on PS2 or PS3 if you get it on the PSN, so I do recommend it.
Tried to lag, saved my life right there.
Kenny with the classic Lucan.
Oh, that was sick. That was sick.
Oh, double dragon in the corner.
So, Face, I'm trying to play FF series. Currently procrastinating at the end of 2. I started Final Fantasy on PS1. Played through 7, 8, 9. And never played 10 or 11. Played 12. You guys know I love 13, 1, 2, and 3. Especially 1 and 3. And that's about as far as I've gotten.
Now.
Spice says F9 best FF, huh? Guys, I like FF13 probably more. That's not fair to say. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. That game is notorious for being a piece of shit, and it is a piece of shit. But I also am inclined to think that it's one of the most genius video games ever created in many respects. I think that it doesn't get enough credit for what it did right, despite all the things it did wrong. But I mean, it's definitely not the whole package. I think if I had to pick my favorite FF game as a whole package, not excluding, not including tactics, like a numbered FF, it would be like 7, probably. Again, I haven't played the ones before that.
That being said, I'm starting to hear rumblings online of how people are starting to consider 13 kind of an underrated gem. Well, there are people who identify what it did right and are trying to defend it as much as they can, which is really tough because you know how ridiculous sometimes Final Fantasy fans can be. Yeah,
exactly. It's a bizarre game. When it came out, it was 10 out of 10s. Every magazine was like, this game is the best game ever made. FF13 is like a revolution. And then, like, everybody played it was like, this game fucking sucks. What are these magazines talking about? This game is fucking ass. And then, now it's looked back on very poorly. Despite if you look at the time, all the blogs, everybody said it was the best game ever. It was 10 out of 10s across the board for FF13. But now we know that it was a piece of shit. But I also think that, people say it gets good 40 hours in, and I understand that not everyone is satisfied by it mechanically. It's not for everybody. But for me, as someone that quit playing the game, I played it for 40 hours and quit because it was, again, probably the worst JRPG I've ever played in my life. But after I came back to it years later and actually beat it, I was flabbergasted. Flabbergasted by how good it is.
That's saying something. That's the worst JRPG you've ever played. Because there are some bad ones out there.
I think that, I don't know, dude. Like, even, because you're right, there are some pretty bad ones. I didn't want that, but it came out pretty well.
Xenosaga comes to mind.
Yeah, there are some bad ones, but here's the thing about the bad ones. The bad ones are, like, sincerely bad. Because they're corny, right? That's what makes them bad, is usually how corny they are. Usually the mechanic kind of, like, undercooked mechanically, at best, at worst.
Yeah,
but 13 is, like,
and,
I think that a lot of players, myself included, felt that 13 was, like, cynically bad. Like, it was, like, bad, like, especially for, that series it was a part of, FF, so legendary. I don't know. It seemed like...
That works against it for sure. The fact that it's Final Fantasy. If it didn't have the Final Fantasy name in front of it, I think it'd be judged differently.
Ah, no EX. Thought the lag was helping me there, but ended up hurting me. Nice block. Oh god, I was hoping you fucking oh my! He's still alive!
Oh no!
Oh man. Wow.
Oh,
Wow. I'm so salty. In the best way.
flip that, please.
How about to say, I'm salty in the clippable way.
Artayes.
Oh no, no grab. I realize that Crim always goes for the late anti-air.
You win.
Okay. I don't think I'm gonna fight Kenny again. That section was too rough last time. Let's see how it goes with Creaky. I'm gonna fight. We only fought once. Let's see how it goes.
Battle. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, well, I got the picture.
I'm so salty I didn't kill Crim. It was a roller coaster. I dropped my punish because of the lag. You dropped the punish because of the lag, and I dropped the punish on your punish because of the lag, and then you fucking fell into my super grab. Like, oh, he's dead. But you fucking survived. Oh yeah, this is pretty rough. Pretty rough. Okay, could have butter punch, that's not for the lag. Oh no! I'm lucky they went for the parry. That's unseeable. Oh god! It's eating the whole inputs. There's no knee there. Jesus.
Ready? Go.
I'm surprised he had to block that. I also got the punish there. God. Uh-oh. Oh, what the fuck? God damn, someone clip that. How's that for online justice? How did he get in front of me? I'm about to EX fucking slash this guy. What's he gonna do? Punish it? Here we go. It's coming. Oh, he got it. Oh, no, he didn't. I thought he got it.
You win.
Wow. Dude, that cross up, the ambiguous cross up, that was insane. He was like going right over my head, and then lag spike, and then he's landed in front of me. Like, what? This way it's meant to be played, dude. Arcade perfect. Honestly, I get a little bit I get a little bit salty, guys, when people say, "Oh, it's not arcade perfect." Like, online is online. You know, the game itself runs great offline. It's got some extra input delay because of the PS4. But, you know, whenever you have online, it's never going to be arcade perfect because it's going to be, you know, laggy. Creaky's so sick. Aha! I guess I was still in block stun. Oh, how did I... We wanted to parry that. Is this vanilla third strike? I'm trying to answer that question, Hunted. Yeah, this is third strike. This is actual third strike.
Now.
No punish there. Oh, that's a punish. Oh, yo, dude.
Oh my god.
That was interesting. Too far. Oh no! I got lucky. I autopiloted there. I didn't know I had stun. I saw the cross-up on cross-up psych on stream. Yeah, it was like, and I was like, I hear it on the block the other side. And it was like, and I was like, what happened? What happened that in the spike? How did it land in front? I'm not saying that it wouldn't have landed in front offline, but it looks so weird. It looks so weird with the lag spike. I swear it was going over my head. What probably happened was that it hit me on top of my head, and the actual hit pushback pushed you in front. Because your trajectory was going over me. Next thing I saw, you were literally landing in front of me, and I was like, I've seen, you know, ambiguous crosses before, but that was ridiculous. But yeah, it must have hit me in my head, and then the hit pushed you back during the spike. That's why you landed so far in front of me, despite jumping over my head. You gonna drop Alex Wade? Why? Fake is staunchly anti-Alexander, huh?
Now.
Ow. Oh, too slow. It'd be sick if she could punish that like Ken can. No tick. Ooh, got me even in the lag. Should be death.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Interesting how that traded. I think I might have not been able to tech that because I was parrying. I was really lucky. Ow! No super. Oh no! I teched that though. Let me confirm. His Chad-esque energies, huh?
You win.
Too afraid to play a real man like Remy. Got Crim versus Kashyyyk. What am I talking about? Crim versus Kenny, KReichJr. Kashyyyk.
Kenny is my favorite Ken. He's my favorite Ken to watch.
I haven't seen Kenny play a lot in a very long time. It seems like the connection just doesn't work on 30th. You know, back on PS3, the rollback netcode actually functioned, and it was much more forgiving for rough connections, or, you know, distant connections.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
This version is much less forgiving for rough connections. It's interesting that I still prefer this version. Again, I mentioned earlier, it's mostly because of demographics. One reason is that, you know, this is the version that you know, new players play, which is something that's very important to me, getting new guys into Third Strike, so I kind of prefer to play in that respect. But also, I find that people that are on PS3 often are people that have really rough connections. Even though that version has better netcode, I actually have better connections in general with PS4 players. That's really all there is to it.
There's a lot of PS3 players, still Wi-Fi players, and you need to stop.
It's really all there is to it. Yeah, I think that PS3 has superior netcode, and also has 1 frame less input delay. But it's just that when you play on PS3, you're going to be fighting a lot of guys that are going to be really laggy, whereas on PS4, I find that's usually not as bad.
Yeah.
J-Bone's like, hi guys, I'm new to 3S. You are indeed, dude, very new.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Lem says, imagine zoning in 3S. Zoning in 3S is sick. It doesn't work the same, of course, it does in other 2D fighting games. So Fake never bothered trying to matchmake on PS3 OE, huh? Only use it for training.
There's still a pretty good scene there.
Yeah. I played on PS3 for about a year and a half. I mean, now we played on this version for about a year and a half. And again, I think PS3 plays better, very, very slightly. And it definitely has better netcode.
It's a better version of Third Strike in general. You know, it's the focused, legit version of Third Strike rather than a ROM that's in a collection.
Yeah, and it's a shame that, you know, it has the bug with Zempo. It's really about the only problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it says the same, but for PC 30, it's only use that for training mode.
Like Newton was talking about it earlier, and how you were saying that, you know, the communities have become divided because of so many versions of Third Strike. And yeah, it's very true. It's, we have most of the Third Strike players have like started collecting in PS4, but there's still those diehards that are on PS3 and 360. Then you got the ghetto that is Fightcade,
It seems to me that most of the players, if we had talked about like raw numbers, I think that Fightcade has probably the most Third Strike players.
Oh yeah, it's the most available version. It's free. It's very easy to get Fightcade running. There's a ton. There's never less than 100 people in the lobby at any time of the day. You'll always find somebody.
I would say Fightcade, PS4, Steam, 360, PS3 to order them by the number of players. And Switch in there somewhere. I wonder, I haven't played on Switch myself, but I've heard though that there's a few players on there. I wonder if they have more than, for instance, PS3 or 360.
I believe so. They probably do. They're at least more consistent. I see some of the same people in Fightcade often. There's still some of the same people in PS3 as well. I haven't been on the 360 version in so long. I miss my 360. I need to get it replaced. Like I said, and this is a thing responding to Newton earlier. Fightcade is. I love Fightcade. Don't get me wrong. I think the program itself is the definition of punk rock DIY, do-it-yourself nature. You know, let's get these ROMs going. Let's build this program. This stuff running, and we're gonna play all the stuff that we love to play, no matter what. It's just that Third Strike and CPS3 in general. It's not just Third Strike. The JoJo game on there, JoJo Bizarre Adventure, is one of the most top tier lobbies in Fightcade in general. There's never less than 150 people in that lobby at any time of the day. It's just really, really tough to emulate CPS3.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
And you add in all the other factors of, you know, inherent lag. Not everyone's setup being completely different. You know, I'm running Fightcade on a laptop. There's people who have like, you know, $2,000 PCs that are running Fightcade just for the hell of it. Your own setups, KD setup, everything like that. You got to factor in so many different things. And so I generally, going back to Fightcade after playing on Steam for so long, especially with KD and everybody and getting back in, it feels like I'm playing underwater. And it's so hard to do anything, which is why when I stream it on Saturdays, I call it dumpster diving. It's literally what it feels like. I'm looking for treasure in the possible, in my opinion, the worst way to play Third Strike, online at least. You know, it's still fun. I'm not saying it's not fun and it's not good. It's just that it's the worst possible way to play Third Strike online, to me, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've had very limited experience with Fightcade. I tried it for a couple nights, and I just found again, it could be demographics. Can anyone want to fight me? I thought we're pretty laggy. It seems like demographically, it's, I don't know. Again, when I played it, it just seemed like every connection was extremely terrible. And not only was it terrible, but I feel like the way it was rolling back was kind of buggy. Like, it looked really weird. Like, I would fight people that when they would walk, they would essentially leave like an aftermath. It's basically like rolling back every frame.
Yeah, that's the part of the problem. It's like Fightcade it's a beta still, technically. It's never been finished, and it's open source, so people could potentially fix it.
But is it open source? I'm not sure if Fightcade is open source. Let's see here.
I believe it is. I'm not 100% positive, but I believe it's open source. And it's just, again, it's just get it running and get it to go. And a lot of people just kind of leave it at that. And you can find good connections there. You can find good players there. There are a lot of good players on Fightcade. And as KD says, every version of Third Strike is whatever version you prefer to play on is the best version to you.
Nice.
You know, and we can all complain and say different high points, low points of each version, but at the end of the day, each version is going to have its issues. Each version is going to have its problems, and nothing is going to compare to offline arcade on cap, you know. And so that's the gold standard. There's no point in trying to defend these different versions. We're just playing with what we have available. and that's what it is. So we can't really change that aspect of it. And again, I love Fightcade for other games. I think Fightcade kept ST alive during like kind of the dark times when there wasn't really access to ST in a good version of it for the longest time. What was it? The KOF scenes in Brazil were amazing because of that. It's so rough to play. I was playing KOF 95 the other day, and God, that game is so much fun. And it's kept like the poverty games alive for sure. There are some games that people never knew about that they dump it into Fightcade, and you know what? That's a great game, like Carnage Revenge or Windjammers or anything like that.
OEX again. Use my bar on anti-air, not super hot, not a great look.
It's okay, Bender. You got this.
Back at the whole combo, I'm surprised by that. Okay, the Pac-Man, not gonna connect though. Oh, he did connect, fuck! That was lucky. I got lucky there, that hit him last possible minute. Crimzon says, Fightcade is ugly-ass rollbacks, black lines, the KO rollbacks. Yeah, but my question is, how much of that is, again, just demographical? Is it just because the people that play on there have bad connections, or is there something wrong with the actual engine itself? Because I only played a few games. In my experience, I gave it right away. I was like, this feels bad. It looks bad. The games, there's no way you could play like this. It's just too fucking laggy. But I know a lot of people that play on Fightcade religiously. But yeah, I'd like to give it another shot one day. And I know that Fightcade for the Future went awesome. And I know Fightcade for the Future went really, really well.
Yeah, it really, really went well.
But yeah, in my experience, from what I've heard and from what I've seen them, firsthand, I'm not in a big hurry to jump to Fightcade's defense as a way to play Third Strike when there are other options available. But Fightcade
locally is fine. It works perfectly okay. It's just not ideal, If I'm gonna play KD on Fightcade or Steam, I'd rather play it on Steam. I know me and KD's connection is gonna be at least solid because we know we're gonna be able to play solid.
I know that that your amount of input delay varies on Fightcade because it's dependent highly on your computer settings. But I really do wonder, like for instance on my rig, how the input delay would compare to Steam. Because that's something I take very seriously, is the amount of input delay, press a button, how long it takes to actually come out. And when I played it, it felt so heavy. And I have my, my graphic card settings configured to minimize input delay in most games. But as I know, Fightcade has its own quirks to it. Maybe I didn't have it set up, the way that everyone would say, oh, it's the best way to set it up. But yeah, I might come back to it someday and give it another college try.
Like I said, it's like when I play now, it feels like I'm playing underwater when it comes to Third Strike. And it's just because I've become so accustomed to. And then I'm spoiled because up until recently, we had access to CAB.
Of course, after Game of Dreams.
Yeah, so it's going back between those two versions, it's night and day. And we were all struggling with online before all this stuff happened. It's like, how do we go from CAB back to online just to play casuals? It's just so hard. It's really, really hard to do that often all the time.
Is Fightcade on Linux good, Fake? I never heard of people playing Fightcade on Linux. I remember these guys have some games to themselves. Katie, you wanna you wanna come play with me a little bit? Just a little bit. I'm gonna get in the lobby with you and J-Bomb. I'm curious to see if I can find something that I can do tonight. It seems like, according to OBS, my connection seems fine tonight. I haven't dropped a frame yet to Twitch. But God, these connections are really laggy in this lobby. I need to get the fuck out of here. I love all three of these guys. But this is not a whole lot of fun. Hunted says, Iron Galaxy did a great job with PS3 port. I agree that they did. It's a really great version of Third Strike. I mentioned before that my only problem with that is mostly just for the players.
Like Iron Galaxy went on to do Killer Instinct, and Killer Instinct is still going, and that netcode is godlike, and they're going still. It's like one of the best fighting games out there right now.
Rocky, Roxy, I've never lagged with you. Do you want to give me a quick first to 3, Rock? Me and you. I just want to do a connection test here. It seems really absurd tonight. Like, this is a little bit out of control. I'm curious if it's on my side. This is something else. Yeah, Rock is from Mexico City. He's pretty far away from me, but we always have a good connection. EXNE separate cuts. Don't sleep in EXNE. I was just talking to Mural Tag about that.
You win.
Okay, make a new lobby here. See if I can get Rock into a lobby. And see if it's any smoother.
It could be just that. You just probably just need a decent reset.
Let's see here. Rock was online earlier. He's still online here. Oh, maybe Milk Love's online. I've never lagged with Milk Love like in my history of playing this game. Also, Artayes is online.
Artayes is always online.
Artayes is always online, dude. Is Milk Love playing? No, he's not playing. But here's Rock. So me and Rock are pretty far apart. He lives in Mexico City. But again, I'm not sure what his deal is with his connection, but it seems to be pretty strong most of the time. Most of the time, she ain't even in my mind. So Bones played with Art, huh? Zero lag. I never lag with Artayes ever. Maybe like once or twice in our history. This seems fine though. Yeah, this is fine. Ow. Ow. No EX there. Oh, Duck Hunter goes under that? I didn't know that. Sick. Oh, that was ridiculous! Yo, did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? What? Cross up jump fierce? What?
Now.
But you can confirm EX slash offline into super. It seems like it's pretty slow. Oh no! Anti-Urs. Got lucky there. Oh, that hurt. Okay, this might connect all the way. So let me get somebody else in here then.
You win.
So we can get Artayes in here. That'd be fun. Rocking Artayes. That could be fun. Who else is online right now? Who's playing? Bones is playing. J-Bomb's playing. Justin's still playing. KD's playing. I think him and J-Bomb are getting some games though. Bones says, fight me. Oh, so KD's ready for the invite. Okay.
Yeah, Katie's up.
Let's see here. KD Alpha. Doodly doodly doo.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Let's fight.
Good games, J-Bomb.
Now.
I'm surprised that worked. Ow. No tech. No super. It's alright, I mistimed it. Oh, that was weird looking. What the fuck? Wanted EX there, but conversion. Oof.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Ow! That was weird. I got underneath his duff? I can duck under the duff? Wow, really? Too early? Sick! Oh, he didn't block this one. Fuck. He didn't get punished though, thankfully. Oh, he gets underneath that. Got lucky there. Pretty good night, Artayes. Indeed I am, dude. We're kind of playing a nice casual night of Third Strike. It's been a while. It's been a while. So we got some casual 3S in. Lots of tournaments here lately, guys. Kitty says, I actually haven't been playing much recently, so I feel kind of refreshed. Huh? I thought Mural Tag in a first to 10, essentially, or should I say 2 first to 10s, the other night just for fun on Saturday. And wow, it was awesome. It was really, really awesome. Good connection. Very, very strong play. I won, I think, 3 out of 20 games.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Artayes, the button storm. I gotta play Artayes soon. One of these days, I got to.
I'd love to see that. I think he would get wrecked. But it'd be a good learning experience for both you guys. I'm sure Artayes always happy to meet another Necro player.
Yeah, he seems. A lot of people keep saying it's like we both play, the world's gonna explode or something.
Oh no, no punish. Didn't recognize the situation fast enough.
If I evolved from what I am now, I would become Artayes.
I wonder, maybe. I still think that your playstyle is much more flashy than Artayes. Artayes doesn't really go for flash at all.
Yeah.
I think that you guys are not really that similar. I've never fought two Necros I thought were similar.
That's true. A lot of Necro players all play differently. Like Rico's Necro and Mutant's Necro are two completely different things.
Oh, the spacing so fucking delicate. Wow. What a walk-up launch. Oh, no, EX!
I think that'll become the go case.
So smart. So smart. Artayes can deal with Stomp, yeah, crazier. He'll actually punish Stomp with Super. No EX would have worked. My timing is all off. No parries either. Ah, too early. Ah, I didn't space that right. Nice whiff punish. Nice whiff punish. Necros go one of two ways. The traditional, fundamental, solid Necro, says Katie, or Artayes style. Very aggressive. Very aggressive. Artayes plays very aggressively in the sense that he puts pokes out and likes to, again, try to jump a lot.
He's the master of the whiff punish. He does so many good whiff punishes.
But I think that what Katie is saying is that because in an offline environment, because of Necro's long recoveries and long startups, you really can't play like boxing with them, you know what I mean? Artayes style is very much like a boxing style. Like just putting buttons out there and jumping at you and doing all kinds of stuff. Where, you know, once you play enough, you know, on a cab, you're gonna find that I guess let me rephrase that. On a cab with strong players, you're gonna find that you can't get as far that way because they're gonna just be, you know, punishing him and outpoking him. I think the strong Necros I see are the ones that play kind of defensively. They kind of have to be very tricky. Kind of like, you know, any low-tier character. Oro's pretty useless as KReichJr, but has that shade factor. I don't know. Oro is, again, not going to be that great in terms of outpoking you if you're a high-tier character or a high level of play. But he's a pretty scary little dude.
Oro specialists are like god tier sometimes. Like, if you really put in the work with Oro, you've got some amazing play that people just don't know how to defend against.
Okay, wake up crouching short. Wow, I can't believe that actually killed. So Oro's taunt is like a Ryu's taunt on stun decrease.
Engage.
Oh, the taunt, I'm sorry. Oro's is pretty useless. I read that as Oro is pretty useless. It's a pretty long one too, right? I have trouble using Ryu's taunt when I play as him. I like it in theory. Wish I could use it better. Oh, was that a punish? That was sick. I like it in theory, but it's such a long startup. You're gonna have to sacrifice like an Oki situation to get it. And you kind of need that Oki more than you need like a little bit of stun decrease most of the time. Most of the time.
I take great pride in the fact that everyone calls the Necro's overhead the Nero now.
The Nero. The slow overhead. I like both. The Nero and the
slow overhead. Yeah.
And it was called Rising Cobra, we learned. Actually, the actual name was Rising Cobra.
Yeah.
So he's got Rising Cobra, Snake Fang, Flying Viper, and do they have one more? A Spin Hook. What's a Spin Hook called? Is it called Spin Hook?
Yeah, I think it's a Spin Hook.
Oh, gross. Online justice.
You win.
Katie has a very strong Makoto.
Katie
Katie just has strong characters in general.
Kitty's eye.
I don't like to give him credit, but I give him credit. He is the top tier Houston player for sure.
Are you
ready?
So he's going against Rox Dudley here. Now, Dudley, Katie is a Dudley name.
Okay, so he knows this matchup very well.
Supercut says, with all respect, all of Necro's overheads are colloquially referred to as a sloverhead. Yeah, they definitely are all very easy to block, especially offline.
I even started saying it on stream. It's like, it's sloverhead.
I find it very funny. I find it funny when people hit Snake, Flying Viper online, and it's just like, wow, that's so salty. I like Flying Viper, especially as like a counterpoke against fireballs and shit. That's sick.
Yeah,
that's super sick. But in terms of like just when you hit it on someone who can't react fast enough to block it, that's salty.
When you get EX, you get that double hit that's just like, oh shit.
It's very sounds like too. Yeah. Reminds you ever play Mega Man X4 Nero?
No, I've not. I need to get that.
I gotcha. There's a character in that game called, I don't know what the fuck it's called, some kind of mushroom boss, and he has the same sound effect. He goes, when he attacks. I was thinking about here, bro.
Yeah, I picked up Mega Man Legacy Collection on Steam for like $6. I've been meaning to play those. It's just Mega Man 1 through 6, and like I suck at Mega Man, but I love the game. So
I don't think that Necro's a really great character creator series in general. To say that Flying Viper is like a good special, I mean, when you compare that to some other specials in the game, I'm not sure that's super fair to say. It's cool because it has, it crushes lows, it goes over fireballs, it's got high priority, okay amount of active frames. But in general, it does seem sort of like, I don't know, it's probably safe on block too, right? You would think. Nero, what do you think about people blocking your Flying Viper? It's not that bad, right?
It's not that bad. It does get you in trouble if you mistime it, if you misjudge the distance on it.
Yeah.
You can end up completely crossing up a character, not meaning to. It's completely not safe on certain moves. It's just good to use as, like again, against fireballs, against like jumping opponent, that kind of thing. You time it just. It's a very useful move, but again, it's very risk reward for that. Because that's just Necro in general. It's risk reward. He's so slow. His jump is super floaty. It makes him vulnerable in a lot of situations. He has low health. He's a very bottom tier character, but I'm the best, so I keep playing him. So
I smell a skunk.
He has no good wake ups. That's the other thing to do.
Got me. Autocorrect. Oh, the chip!
Oh no.
Final round. Now.
I think Katie's like biggest like. What am I trying to say?
Oh, nice link.
Katie's strength is that he's a very, very methodical, very planned out player. All his movements are. There's no wasted movement. He's not trying to press buttons. He's not trying to, dash forward, dash back. His movements have reasons.
Short.
And his attacks have reasons.
Salty as fuck.
You win.
Soul is real.
Thought I was close enough to grab her there after I blocked that Hayate, but a little bit too far. When you consider the cast as a whole, having a strong wake-up option other than super is a luxury. That's true, Supercuts, but sometimes I feel like in Third Strike, we're talking about how strong certain characters are or aren't. You have to also consider that the whole of the cast is not widely played at a competitive level. Right? Sometimes I feel like people say, "Oh, well, they're you know, their character's all right, you know, compared to the rest of the cast." But it's like we're talking mostly comparing them to the top tiers. You know, how do they compare? How viable or how, you know, how competitive are they against the top tiers in terms of their tools? I think that, again, if you're considering how the cast fights each other in the whole cast, this game is super balanced. I think that's awesome about this game. Especially if you're playing casuals online and you're seeing a lot of character representation, it's really fun in that respect. But again, we're talking about, you know, is it fair to say that so-and-so is weak? Is it fair to say that so-and-so, you know, is overpowered? Fair to say that so-and-so, you know, has really shitty tools? I think that we're talking about how do they tangle with the top tiers. And there are a lot of high tiers, even some mid tiers, that can, you know, they can tangle more or less with the top tiers. But there are other characters that really, you know, they don't really have a lot, you know, they're very weak. They're very weak characters.
Yeah.
I would say, you know, in general, like you said, we're talking about the entire cast holistically. You're right. It's not, you know, I would say probably, I don't know, more than half the cast has EX uppercuts or, you know, invincible wake-ups. But when you're talking about fighting the characters that are most played, you know, the ones that are most played typically have invincible wake-up super, invincible wake-up option that doesn't use their full super bar. Even among the top, say, 12, only 1/3 has strong wake-ups other than super. Huh? I don't know. Wow, kick gribs. 1/3 of the top 12, huh?
You win.
Makoto has no good wake up. Chun-Li's EX spinning bird is not the best. It's not a Shoryu, for instance.
True.
What else we got up there? And Urien, his EX headbutt is not truly invincible. It'll beat lows and grabs, but it'll lose to pretty much any high meaty.
Now.
Sean's is completely unsafe.
Oh yeah. We're talking. I'm trying to look at like the strong characters in this game. You know, the ones that the characters that people play. How are their wake ups? What do their wake ups look like?
What is Makoto? Makoto doesn't really have a good wake up, does he?
No. Yeah,
let's do command grab.
No, Makoto doesn't have a good wake up. That's like one of her weaknesses. What's up, SSBM bot? Kind of says, I like EX knee on wake up, right? You know, as Alex. Alex doesn't have the, again, compared to some other characters in this game, his wake up is I. He has a really good wake up super for waking up with. He also has EX stomp and EX knee. One is invincible to lows, and one's invincible to highs. So it has kind of like a interesting little trade-off there. He doesn't have a true EX DP, but he has a kind of a guessing game he can do on you. It's a shame though that EX Stomp has a pretty long startup, so it's like you can actually whiff some lows and still block or parry it. But yeah, I think Alex's wake up could be a lot worse.
Sure.
I'd rather have Alex's than Makoto's. And she's a hella strong character in this game.
You win.
Akuma, Dudley, Ken, Ryu are probably the characters with the best wake up options. Agreed? Let me have a look at that. Akuma, Dudley, Ken, Ryu. You don't like Remy's EX wake up? I believe that Yun's EX is also truly invincible, or is it not? I always mix them up. I think that his maybe isn't truly invincible. Oro has an okay EX wake up. Well, can you wake up? Sure you can. Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, Minu is good, kid. I love it. Nice parry. Oh fuck, she's already recovered? That's crazy. Nice link. Use meter on that like a dummy. Non-EX Jet Upper doesn't have invincibility, does it? No EX Uppers have invincibility, except for Akuma's and Ken's. There's no moves that are invincible without meter, except for Ken's Fierce DP and, I forgot about that. I liked to, for a while there, I was doing this thing where I would fake my jumping Fierce. That's safe, even if it wasn't safe, I couldn't punish that with that. I hate fighting Makoto so much. I like it much more as Rue.
I refuse to play Necro Makoto. Makoto just eats Necro up so hard, and I just can't. Especially with KD, whenever he plays Makoto, it's like I have to either play Canary or somebody.
The ground game, Alex Makoto is so rough. Like her buttons are just like a big invincible wall. It's like I just push buttons. I'm like, what do I do? Even if they're whiffing, I'm like, I can't like whiff punish it. Low MP is Alex's best normal. As an Alex player, I mean, it's okay. And Alex's normals in general are not the best. Alex's most functional normal is towards medium punch. Low MP is okay. It's pretty good. I would put Alex's standing fierce up there. Again, it's not the best in like the ground game, but it's probably his most like significant normal on the ground. Like his most significant buttons are standing fierce, jumping fierce, and I would say standing fierce. Standing medium punch also good. Again, standing medium punch, toward medium punch, crouch medium punch are all good.
Go for it.
Yeah, you're right. I would put standing medium punch above standing fierce maybe. But again, Alex is a character who's all about mixing up on wake up. And his standing fierce is a huge part of that. I think people sleep on standing fierce as, you know, a defining factor of Alex as a character. Like that button does so much damage, so much stun. Has an okay hitbox for, you know, how far back you can stand. And yeah, again, I think that crouching medium punch is a great tool for Alex. I used to use it a lot more as a beginner. What I found over time is that its parry ability and its medium priority make it not the greatest. He parried him, yeah. Bop, 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 bop. What's up, Chumpy? Wow! I think you guys are over-fixating on how toit that parry was. It's not one of the hardest parries in the game. I'm much more impressed by the way he baited it out, the super. You guys gotta keep your eye on the ball. That parry was sick, but the really impressive part was the way he, you know, knew that Artayes would super right there. If you know it's coming, the parry is not all that bad. But the fact that he knew it was coming, that's the part that was like, whoa. That's where the mind games come in. And that was super sick.
Katie's got that third eye. He knows what's coming.
He baited it out. He just had a feel for Artayes' pace, and he knew that super was coming. What's up, Apples? It actually is Tuesday, believe it or not. As far as I can tell. So at least
Apples?
one more minute is here in, you know, Michigan. It's gonna be Wednesday in a second here.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Oh wow, these parries. That was fucking sick. Interesting movement here from Rock. I always just see him play this defensive. Wednesday in Australia is a separate cuts.
I want to visit Australia. I had a friend that went. She had a blast.
What? That was crazy. I've heard Australia is mad dangerous, Nero. You sure you want to go there and get hit by the scorpions and the snake tech?
Yeah. Death by natural causes doesn't sound that bad.
All right, so let me give you a hypothetical, Nero. Just because I'm trying to, you know, help you out as a friend. before you go rushing off to Australia, imagine stepping off the plane, and right there in the airport is a kangaroo steering you down, point blank, with a nail bat. What kind of
kangaroo though? Is it Captain Kangaroo or
no,
is it like that kangaroo?
Not Captain Kangaroo, like Roger from Tekken, but he has a nail bat.
Roger. Oh, he's got a nail bat with it in his hand? Oh, shit.
So I'm just saying, if you're going to go to Australia, make sure that you're prepared. So Holmes never saw a spider in Australia, but he did pet some kangaroos, huh? Well, how many of them had nail bats? Probably not a lot that you petted, right? I wouldn't pet a kangaroo with a nail bat.
Rue from Streets of Rage, he just boxed you to death.
Now.
You're too slow.
I miss Captain Kangaroo. That show was cool.
Don't do that. Katie knows I want to do that.
Whenever I think of kangaroos, I think of Dunkaroos. Dunkaroos with the hype.
No EX. Didn't have EX. Wow.
Prepare to strike. Now.
I wish I had Kent from Ryu's low forward right now.
Kyo knows. Dunkaroos were like the shit. Like odd 90s top tier like snacks were like amazing. Like Dunkaroos, the 3D Doritos that no one remembers.
Oh, nice. 3D Doritos. They're like a big puff.
Yeah, they're like basically like puff balls, but they're great though.
Shows his Dunkaroos are godlike. Are Dunkaroos overrated?
Overrated?
Dude, I love Dunkaroos, but that fucking frosting they have in that little cup there, it's not that great, dude. Alright. Let me walk it back. Do you guys remember those Dunkaroos that had like the sprinkle, like the white frosting with sprinkles inside? That shit was godlike.
I remember those. I'm
not sure if it was a limited time thing or what, but that shit was fucking godlike.
I think they were like birthday cake Dunkaroos or some shit like that.
They had some kind of crazy like magic sparkles or some shit like that. And man, it was good. Kill remembers. Supercut says the Keebler frosted animal crackers are better than Dunkaroos. I mean, maybe.
They're okay.
I love animal crackers.
Top tier animal cookie of all time is still circus animals. The pink and white frosting.
Yes.
They're godlike. I love those to death.
Yeah, I told the story before on stream, Nero, but I went to my grandma let me go to a Mexican market recently to buy her some conchas. And I was there and I was like, well, I'm here but to look around. And they have, of course, as all Mexican markets do, this giant bag of animal crackers for like $1. Like, it must have been like a 5-pound bag of animal crackers.
Oh yeah.
And I was
those
like,
are the best.
I'm not really into animal crackers, but it's $1. How much? I'll get it. I'll see what it's like. I bought it and I forgot about animal crackers, dude. I forgot about animal crackers. Like that shit went hard as fuck.
Yeah, I've seen recipes for like animal cracker cookie cakes, and I'm like, oh, don't tempt me. I'm gonna die of diabetes already. Might as well die that fast.
This base in there from Artayes there with the walk up, stop, launch. Jim says goldfish are still godlike. They are. They really, really are. Especially the pizza ones.
Goldfish are good. Goldfish are still pretty good. They're weird ass like snacks from back in the day.
Dude, let me warn you guys though. And I'm prepared to face some backlash here from Henry, but Henry's also a man of taste, so maybe he'll be on Team Benk on this one. But guys, let me warn you, as someone that recently bought a bunch of them, don't buy bugles. I know you guys think that they're godlike from your childhood. When I was a kid, I loved bugles, but goddamn, they have this weird texture and taste to them, where it was like the first 5 I had in the bag were like, oh man, that was so godlike. Then after that, they were fucking gross. So like the opposite of fucking chicharrones, dude.
It's something about the design of them that the flavor just does not stay. And like, yeah, you get a couple good ones, and then it's just like
It tastes like, it just tasted like fat to me. It just tasted like grease. It was so gross. Yeah, it's the opposite of fucking pork rinds. Pork rinds, the first ones are ass. But after that, they get fucking godlike. So Kyo says Little Debbie oatmeal cream pies are godlike. Yes, they certainly are. But guys, the best Little Debbie though, don't at me, is the Nutter Butters. They're the best.
Nutter Butters are good.
But I love all Little Debbies though.
I'm from Texas, so I love moon pies. Moon pies are delicious. And
I can't even picture a moon pie. Which one is the moon pie?
So like a large cookie with cream in the center. It has a cookie bottom as well, but they're not really a cookie. It's more like a pastry. But next time you come down, we'll get you a whole bunch of them. I'm sure
they have them here. I'm sure I've had one. I'm just having trouble picturing it.
Moon pies and red and Big Red are like the standard, dude. I'm like,
Supper says moon pies are godlike. He says they have marshmallow.
Yeah, it's marshmallow. Yeah, it's marshmallow, not cream. I think it's something different. But yeah, it's marshmallow. They're so good.
Yeah, kill the fucking pizza flavored combos, also godlike. But yeah, guys, as a little bit of advice from your pal Vencabot here, if you guys ever are in a situation where you're like, oh, bugles are on sale. I love those shit when I was in high school. Let's give them a shot. Don't do it.
No,
they're
don't
gross.
do it. I second that. I know they're tempting because they're $1 at Family Dollar.
Yeah, they're salty, they're crunchy.
They're cheap, you know.
How bad could
buy
it be?
A quick snack and whatever. Like, don't do it. Just
That's what I'm saying. CreakyAxe and Nutter Butters.
It's like the adventure of off-brand chips. Sometimes you can find a godlike one, but more often than not, you're just gonna find very, very cheap imitations, and they're not great.
My store brand Doritos knockoff has a salsa flavor, and that shit rocks. I wish the actual Doritos had that. They did for a while.
The Walmart spicy, the hot Doritos, like the flaming hot Doritos, they're better than Doritos, in my opinion. Like, they're so good.
Nice punish there from Rock. Wow, let's fucking go, Rock. Nope. No kill though. Wow. Wow, what a round. Good game for Rock. One more round left. Bones says, I think wagon wheels. He ever had one of those? They're pretty good. Supper says moon pie are a soft sugar cookie and a marshmallow sandwich coated in a thin chocolate coating.
Or you get the banana ones. The banana ones are godlike.
Yeah, I think I'm imagining it right. Hey, life lead here for KD. You guys stunned that end of the round. Oh no, didn't kill. Wow, what a SA1.
Caught him.
Banana coating.
You win.
I remember when Nesquik had a banana flavor, and I don't remember if I liked. There's strawberry milk, which is the best milk, but I knew that they had a banana milk as well.
Banana milk is godlike.
I don't remember if I liked it or not. I know it existed, and I know I tried it. I just don't remember it anymore. I wish flavors were a thing, and they were trying all these weird combinations back in the day. Like, no one remembers the chocolate Dr. Pepper, which was the strangest combination, and it wasn't good. It was not good at all.
That's not kind of gross.
Or if anyone remembers the depths of Coca-Cola Black, which was the coffee Coke you could buy. It was disgusting. Bunny cake. Never heard of that. You need to try that. Sounds good.
Wow. Go super that. Oh no! I wasn't much my health. I was looking for one more super situation.
Go.
Oh no! Oh no meter. Anybody here had funny cake or shoe fly pie? Now, I've heard of shoe fly pie, but never actually had it to my knowledge. Well, now wait, is shoe fly pie like a pie with nuts, like an actual pie? Or am I thinking that sounds like we're talking about Little Debbie still, which would mean no.
Battle. Well, I got the yeah. I've been waiting for this. Fighters ready.
So Blue Noise like me never had a moon pie. I bet you I've had a moon pie. I really can't hit him with that.
Yeah, but KD, don't you remember that article you shared, or Caesar shared? Like, even ordering a dessert is apparently a gay thing, so whatever. Like, nothing wrong with it. Enjoy it. I love moon pies, man. I'm not gonna deny that.
Lemon meringue pie? Ooh, my God. I'll fuck with lemon. I'll fuck with any pie, really, though.
Key lime pie is like godlike, in my opinion. I love key lime.
Oh, wow, I really beat that.
Oh yeah, I give KD moon pies all the time. He knows. He knows.
Oh, nice. Okay, that makes sense. I forgot he had that option.
What you talking about, Katie? I get you moon pies. I get you
Oh,
shippies.
nice. Oh, come on, I didn't hit.
I'll never turn down shippies. That's for damn sure. Especially when I get it from the good one.
Oh, no! I didn't consider it to be an option. It was a damn good option.
Final round. Go.
Got greedy there. I got greedy for the stun.
You win.
Let's see here, though.
All right. That's cool.
The Apple's being savage as always. Because Audrey can hang. At the gallows, dude. Good game, Artayes. Yeah, I really went for that dash up powerbomb there, and that was definitely a pretty big risk, but I was like, I almost got stunned. Let's see if we can let it swing.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah. I've been waiting. Yeah. I've been waiting for this.
Bippity-bop-boop.
Prepare to
Rock
strike.
mountward.
Now.
Ow! Double ow. Can't get a trade there? Come on, game. That's good.
Weak. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Nice confirm. I like that. Oh no! Damn it, Joey, you fucking messed me up, dude. I read the chat and saw 4C Joey, and I got so excited that I fucking...
Oh no, I was gonna say that too. That's why I'm in there. I'm like, what?
Remember that 4C Joe when you were a little kid with your brother walking in front of the TV?
Go.
They'll be like, wow, you're doing really great, dude. You're doing really good. You're like, ah, you messed me up.
Yeah, it's the nice brother. My brother was just unplug shit.
No super. Oh, that was sick! Didn't kill? Fuck, I got so nervous there.
You win.
Oh my god. Because I'm certified filled Tims, cement filled Tims. Yeah, unfortunately, Joe, I thought about attending Michigan Masters in Alex cosplay last year, but it wasn't going to be a full cosplay. It was going to only be my regular clothes, but with one giant boot. And I'd be like, I'm Alex, dude.
The boots. Like the boot from The Simpsons when they go to Australia. Just kicks me ass with a giant boot. Venka, if you cosplay as Alex and do the full cosplay as Alex, I will get you when you come back to Houston 2 full boxes of Shipleys for just you, no one else.
Oh man.
Like you would deserve it. You and Caesar need to be an Alex and Hugo cosplay the entire weekend.
Oh, look, proximity guard. That was kind of sick. The delayed jumping light kick. I could have power bombed him there after it whiffed.
Yeah, Audrey, that's rough. I would take at least a nap or something. It's rough. I'm literally still on 2 hours of sleep. I could not sleep to save my life last night. Like, I went to work and it was like pretty much useless for the most of the day. All right, Crim, good to see you in the chat again, boss. Good games.
Oh, I parried that. Ow. Oh no, where's my medium punch? Oh no, no combo! Oh, that's not good! Oh, no punish. Got lucky there. Online justice. What's up, Rick? Rick, I need you in this lobby, Rick. If you can't make it, I understand. But I need you. Personally.
We need you.
Oh wow, whiffed. I could have ate shit there for offline.
Someone play Careless Whisper in the background.
Wow, it's not really hitting. Crouching shoulders at that range. Oh no! Shout out to Invincible. Wow, I was lucky as fuck. How did I get that? Oh wow, no roundhouse that time. I thought about it, but I was like, eh. Ooh, got me. Good poke. Strong character, good poke. Okay, let's see. So we got Rock. Cause like, what do you need? You doing that lobby, dude. So who's in here right now? Me, Katie, Artayes, and Rock. Rock Mountain. I need me, Katie, Artayes, and Rick. I love Rock. That'd be a really fun lobby. I'm just going to very short break here very soon, guys. It's already 12:17. Probably going to stream this game for another about 3 hours, probably about 2.5 hours of Third Strike Casuals. It's been a lot of fun tonight. Thanks for joining me, Nero.
Not a problem.
It's been super fun.
Appreciate it. I always like shooting the shit and having fun.
If you guys
stirring up trouble in your chat.
Enjoy Nero's commentary, check out BrotherNero FGC on Twitch. That's BrotherNero FGC. Very fun channel. He's been streaming a lot more often lately. There's Third Strike over there, long plays, obscure games, of course a lot of retro games. Very cool channel. Talking about horror movies, wrestling, old music, everything you guys want to talk about. He's an expert.
Yeah. I'm thinking about doing like a talk show channel, or like at least a night where I just invite somebody in and just talk with random stuff.
That'd be fun.
Last night for Memory Monday, I did Vencabot 2 and I died without saving, and I'm like,
no!
I forgot how to play that game.
Dude, fuck.
So fun.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh god.
Oh, interesting trade there. Shout out to any super that has like a projectile is always, you know, gonna be a disadvantage in terms of trades. It's kind of a drag. Supper says the first thing new players need to learn to see success, huh? Executing super and then spending your bar profitably. The number one thing to refine Third Strike? Then again, that's from the perspective from Wonder as a... Oh, that was cool looking. As a fighting game veteran. When I talk about, you know, fundamental skills for Third Strike, this is my first 2D fighting game. So I always think of the first thing I think of is like, you know, the basic fundamentals of 2D fighting. That's the most important thing. It's gotten me a lot of success personally as a relative, you know, novice player. I feel like as I've learned, you know, how to play on the ground, it's really helped me feel confident in this game. And every day I play this game, I learn, you know, more about playing on the ground. But if you're a veteran fighting player and that's all natural to you, I can see how it would seem like the number one thing would be, you know, learning how to dump bar effectively. But I've gotten pretty far in this game without having to be exceptionally good at executing chord circles and confirming into super. That's something I'm working on that I want to get better at. But I think that there are probably skills you should work on before that. But again, that's me as someone who's new to 2D fighting games in general.
What was your first fighting game? Like the first one you ever played that you stuck to?
Yeah, again, Virtua Fighter. I've only ever played 2 fighting games seriously in my life. Virtua Fighter and this. But yeah, as a kid, my first fighting game was probably like that I actually owned, like Pocket Fighter. That game's godlike. I also had a copy of Darkstalkers. I didn't really play that much. Didn't really fuck with. I like Tekken. The first game I played like a lot was Tekken 3.
Yeah.
But not against human beings, just against the CPU.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let's see here. Thank you for the follow.
He went
The
for
Legend of Hikaru.
Katie went for that off the ground.
Thank you as well for the follow. Let me see here. That's Aqua Team V3. We are the Aqua Team.
Battle. Go for it.
Make the homie say ho and the girlies must scream.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force was the show.
That show was so good.
It was so good. I've been listening to a podcast called No Dogs in Space, and it's a music podcast. And they're doing a series on the Misfits. And everybody in the Facebook group for the thing has been posting nothing but Danzig memes the entire time. And so it just immediately reminded us of the Danzig episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yeah, I remember the Danzig. That's all I can think of was that fucking episode.
Can you make the blood go up? Like, sure, why not? Sweet. It's like the funniest thing.
So Tone here, the Tone box in the chat says, have you guys on mobile, though, don't fret. Really, you owned a DS. I missed something in the chat here. No big old march near my place is Tone box. That show was retarded to see. What's up, CJ, the 24 millionaire? CJ, the 24 millionaire. Been a long time friend of the channel. Great voice acting for Aqua Team and Carl, says Artayes. Yeah, great voice acting in that show. That really adds a lot.
Yeah, that was like the golden age of Adult Swim.
Oh, that's why you're late, Tone Box. Well, welcome aboard. Got lucky there. Ow, nice punch on the whip.
MCP pants, yeah, I remember that. God damn it.
No punish. Oh no, that's blocking that. I guess I left on the stick very slightly. Ow, nice pause there. Nice please.
Yeah, Artayes is right. Voice acting is so important. There are some shows that just make or break by their voice acting. I can't watch some shows with certain dubs.
Oh wow, interesting.
And other shows have godlike dubs that are just never, that are better than everything else. Super, because I remember, I forget his name, but that was the episode, The Shaving. It was a Halloween episode. Just the juice with blood. He destroyed Carl.
It's too stupid of me. I shouldn't have done that. Some shows just suck because of the voices, huh? That's totally true. Could have great writing, cool animation, but sometimes the voices can be so bad that you're just like, ugh, you can't, that's too cringy. Shout out to most anime released in the West.
Shout out to Manga Core way back in the day, because God, their dubs were awful. They were so bad.
Shout out to JRPGs in general, guys. All right, Nero. Do you think that we need to... I feel like something needs to happen here with JRPGs. We need to stop voice acting them, or just come together as a fucking community and demand better voice acting talent. Because it's just... like, I think there's a genre... There are genres that really do not benefit from having their lines read aloud, and JRPG are that genre. Like, the way they're written to be read. And I'm not saying that you couldn't voice act it correctly, but very few people ever have.
Well, recently it's gotten so much better.
It has.
I remember the early 2000s, the mid 2000s were, oh my God, they were.
Yeah. I shouldn't be complaining. I should be respectful and look back on PS2.
Yeah, it's like again, voice acting is so important in those kind of games, and if you just do it wrong, it's like Final Fantasy X has some cringe moments in voice acting land. KD being a bully over here.
I say somebody clip that. That was hilarious.
That was crazy.
Those are all unblockable.
He does that to me all the time, and he does it on just to prove a point, basically. It's like, this is a bad matchup. I do not like this matchup as Negro. Oh, but yeah, anyways, like, recently, like, JRPGs have gotten the respect they deserve, you know, but then you also still have, like, the weebs that are like, it's only good if it's in Japanese, and like, whatever. But I think since Persona 3, dubs have become so much better.
I would say they have on average, but there are still so many really bad ones that are coming out. But you're right. They're
there's some really good bad ones. I think Sakura Wars is like a recent dub that's not great. It's just like brand new.
Well, dude, how about you know? There's a lot of talk right now about Trials of Mana, the remake of Tekken Sensu 3 on Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, and Steam. That game, I've seen a lot of clips of that. My lord. The fucking voice acting is absurdly bad. Again, it harkens back to the PS2 era of dubs.
That might have a charm to it, you know? Like
Maybe.
How bad it is.
Maybe. Tone says Persona dubs are OD though. That's high tier. Yeah, they set a pretty high bar. And there might be something to be said about, you know, the possibility that it's these Persona dubs that have forced other publishers to step their game up, like kind of Nero mentioned. You know, once we had Persona 3 on PS2, it was sort of like, all right, guys, let's fucking take this seriously.
Yeah, it's like Troy Baker and like Nolan. Like, there's a ton of good voice actors in that series, and they just keep pumping them out. Like Johnny Young Bosch is in 4, I believe. They put a budget into their voice acting. It was really well done.
I think that sometimes it's mostly not as much the actors as it is the directors, right? There's someone in the studio there whose job it is to ensure they get a good take, and if they don't get a good take, to give them context for what the lines they're reading. But you get the impression sometimes that, you know, you'll play a JRPG, and it'll say that there's only one voice director and he's Japanese, which creates an image in your mind of either, you know, they had a Japanese, you know, voice director directing an American cast, or you'll say an English-speaking cast, or they will have no professional voice director for the dub, and they're just trying to like read the Japanese lines and trying to make it sound similar, like trying to match the inflection, which just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like, I do feel like there are a lot of games out there that have great voice acting talent, but it's squandered by a poor voice director. And likewise, you know, you have games that have voice talent that are totally unheard of, but you know, the voice director gets the job done. They get that performance out of them.
Very true. You wanted one of the oddest bits of like kind of okay-ish game, not great game, but godlike voice acting is the Splatterhouse remake that came out on 360 and PS3.
Yeah, that's kind of an obscure game these days.
It's very obscure, and you gotta be like a hardcore fan to even know what Splatterhouse is, and I love Splatterhouse, and the game isn't great. It has a lot of technical issues, and there's a bunch of like bugs, and kind of like, and it's kind of difficult. It's on the difficult side, but not too bad. It's you know, very standard beat 'em up, but the style of it and the gameplay is really fun. But the voice acting is so good, and the main antagonist / hero of the game, the Terra Mask, is voiced by Jim Cummings, who was Winnie the Pooh.
Let's go.
You know, he was everybody in the OG cartoons. And they casted him perfectly in that role. And if you hunt that game down, you look up the voice acting and everything like that. Again, it's schlocky, it's super like gory B-movie stuff, but the voice acting is so god tier in that game. It's like you wouldn't expect it to be in this game. You would expect it to be like an actual CG movie kind of like deal. But it's such a good dub for that game, and good voice acting talent, good directing. They knew what they were when that game was made. And again, it's not the greatest game, and it's very obscure. But if you find it on the cheap, pick up Splatterhouse. It's super fun. I love it. I love the game, and the voice acting is godlike in that game.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I mean, it took, what, 20, 30 years for anime dubs to become respectable? Like, because they were not in the early 90s, or even like the late 80s, early 90s, they were not respectable at all.
Are you ready? Go!
Out of the corner like a dummy.
Ooh, that parry.
Oh, very smart.
The original Akira dub, if you go back and listen to it, it's cringy, but it's not terrible. Ghost in the Shell got a respectable dub, but then there was like trash from like so many other dubs that were out there. There was so many bad ones.
This is Perry, Vencabot. I thought I was gonna be able to survive it. So Rick has 5 minutes. 5 minutes for what, Rick? Can you jump in the lobby for a minute? This is like not enough time for me to kick Artayes out of here. J-Bump says they changed Takemi's voice in P5 Royals. Makes me the sadness. Oh, that's weird. I guess I had to record the new lines and they couldn't get him back.
That happens sometimes. Sometimes voice actors' contracts they're not available. That happened for Persona 4 and Persona 4 Golden. I think they replaced the Chie voice actor, changed them around a little bit.
Yeah, you're right, Tonebox. Yeah, the voice director is so important. Maybe to follow somebody that's so sleepy. Let's see here, that's Sleepyhead Zombie, huh? Guys, it is now 12:30 in the morning Eastern time. We're going on a very short break. Come right back for about 2 more hours of Third Strike. I will see you guys in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna get my shake, use bathroom, my water refilled. I will see you guys very shortly here with more Third Strike action.
I'm here if y'all want to ask some random questions while Venka takes a little break.
If you guys don't know, Nero is like one of those AIs that you can see in the computer lab in the year 2005, that is, where you can ask him questions and he can answer it no matter what it is.
I just know tons and tons of random useless trivia for no reason. Because I'm a nerd, I guess. And I have way too many opinions.
You're spacing on that roundhouse kid. Alright, here we go. Big damage there for Karina. Give him gribs. Sick! Fucking sick! Early on. Oh my god.
I wanted to. Does anyone remember Rock and Roll Jeopardy? Rock and Roll Jeopardy used to be on VH1, and they would have like musicians come in, and I would play along. And hey, J-Bone, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying my hardest to get good streams going, so like I'm having fun times on that shit, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, I wanted to audition for Rock and Roll Jeopardy. I knew so much random music like stuff, and I remember they used to have Scott Ian from Anthrax, and Dave Mustaine was a huge dude on Rock and Roll Jeopardy. Like he would always win. It was crazy because he was just so knowledgeable about stuff. I would love to be on some kind of form of Jeopardy or something.
One was pretty bad, but I don't think that.
And I've attempted to be in like 17 podcasts, or like, just nothing's worked out right now.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
I think Newton keeps telling me I should have a podcast on my own, and I've thought about it, but I need to get proper equipment for it. Need a mixer, decent mic, that kind of thing. Got to soundproof my room, or my apartment actually. I've heard of that brand. I need to look into that for sure.
Prepare to strike now.